If you've ever tried to say something in English and your brain suddenly froze, you're not alone. You knew the words. You understood the question. But still you couldn't speak. You were stuck. And after that moment passed, you thought, why didn't I just say something? Why did I think so much? That's called overthinking. And it's one of the biggest things stopping learners from speaking English naturally. But here's the truth. You don't need perfect grammar to speak. You don't need a big vocabulary. You don't even need long sentences. What you really need is to stop overthinking every word and just let the language come out. And yes, that's possible. You can speak English without overthinking. In fact, many learners have done it, and so can you. Before we jump into how to do that, do something important for our journey. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell so you never miss a new lesson, and give this video a like if you're ready to speak more freely. We post every single day, and every video is made for practice, not just watching. Let's begin with why we overthink. Overthinking happens when you're scared of being wrong. You want to say something, but your brain starts asking too many questions. Is this the right word? Is my grammar okay? What if they don't understand me? So instead of speaking, you hesitate. You go silent. You get stuck in your head. But here's the thing. No one speaks perfectly, not even native speakers. People forget words all the time. They make grammar mistakes. They repeat themselves. But they keep talking. That's the difference. They don't stop. They don't freeze. They keep the conversation moving. So if you want to speak English without overthinking, the first thing to understand is this. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be present. Focus on the moment, not the mistake. That means changing the way you think about speaking. Speaking is not a test. You're not trying to pass or fail. You're trying to connect, to express something, to communicate. Even if your sentence isn't perfect, if the other person understands you, you win. The second thing is to trust what you already know. You've heard thousands of English words. You've seen sentences again and again. You know more than you think. But if you try to control every word before speaking, you block yourself. You turn a simple sentence into a math problem. So start trusting your instincts. Don't plan everything. Don't build the whole sentence in your head before you open your mouth. Just start and let the rest follow. You might be thinking, but what if I make a mistake? Good. That means you're learning. That means you're trying. Every mistake teaches you something. But silence teaches you nothing. You can't improve by thinking. You improve by speaking. Now, how do you actually do this in real life? The most powerful way is to start speaking without preparing. Just talk. Talk to yourself. Talk to your mirror. Describe what you're doing. Say your thoughts out loud. Don't wait for the perfect word. Use the word you know. For example, if you forget the word refrigerator, just say the cold food box. It's not correct, but it communicates something. And that's the goal. Communication, not perfection. Another thing that helps is speaking fast, even if you make mistakes. Why? Because fast speaking helps you stop analyzing every word. You move forward before your brain has time to correct you. It might sound strange, but speed helps fluency. You can always fix your grammar later. Right now, you're training your brain to flow. You can also practice with shadowing. When you shadow, you speak along with a native sentence. Not after, but with. You copy the rhythm, the stress, the emotion. This trains your brain to respond naturally without thinking. It's like playing a song by ear instead of reading sheet music. You stop thinking about grammar and start feeling the language. Here's something else. Reduce pressure. When the pressure is high, your brain locks. So lower the pressure. Talk to yourself. Record your voice. Make silly sentences. Sing in English. Whisper. Shout. Play. The more fun and freedom you bring into your practice, the less your brain will freeze. And don't try to translate in your head. Translating slows you down. English is not your first language wearing a costume. It's a new way of thinking, a new rhythm, a new shape. The sooner you stop translating, the sooner you'll start thinking in English, and when that happens, overthinking disappears. That's why listening is so important. When you hear English every day, natural English, real English, your brain starts to pick up the patterns. You begin to feel what sounds right without needing to analyze it. That's the magic of immersion. That's why speaking gets easier the more you hear. And remember, silence in conversation is okay. You don't need to fill every second. If you forget a word, pause. If you're unsure, breathe. Conversations are not competitions. They're dances. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. Don't rush. Don't panic. The more relaxed you are, the more the words will come. Another way to stop overthinking is to stop judging yourself. Many learners feel embarrassed when they speak. They think their accent is bad or their grammar is wrong. But here's the truth, no one cares. People care about what you say, not how perfect it is. And most people are kind. They appreciate the effort. They're not watching for mistakes. They're listening for meaning. So give yourself permission to speak badly. It sounds strange, but it's powerful. Tell yourself, I'm going to speak English today and it's okay if I sound weird. That freedom unlocks your voice. And guess what? The more you speak, the less weird you'll sound. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from speaking anyway. Also, practice thinking in English. Start with simple things. Look at your coffee and think, this is hot. Look outside and think, it's raining. The more thoughts you can say in English, the more natural it feels to speak. Thinking in English trains your brain to stay in the language. That's what fluent people do. They don't translate. They just speak. And finally, build a habit. Speak every day. Not for a long time, just enough to stay warm. Like stretching your muscles. Even 5 minutes of real speaking can train your brain to stop overthinking. The key is consistency. Repetition. Not waiting for the perfect moment. Do it today. Do it tomorrow. Keep showing up. And now it's your turn. Today, try speaking English without planning. Don't write it first. Don't think too much. Just talk. Say something out loud. Make mistakes. Let the words be messy. Let your brain relax. Let your voice come out. If you do that every day, even for a short time, you'll notice something powerful. The fear starts to fade. The words start to flow. The grammar starts to correct itself. And one day you'll speak English, not like a student, but like a person. A person who feels free. A person who can express their thoughts, their emotions, their personality, in a new language. That's not a dream. That's a skill. And it's a skill you're already building. So don't stop. Don't wait. Speak now. Speak simply. Speak often. And if this video helped you, do something simple. Leave a comment. Tell us how overthinking has affected your English and what you're going to do differently starting today. Share this video with a friend who's stuck in their head, someone who wants to speak but always hesitates. Let them know it's possible. Let them know they're not alone. And of course, if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the bell, because we post every single day. Every day is a chance to speak, to grow, to feel stronger in English. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be real, to be free. And that starts with letting go of overthinking. Speak now. The rest will follow. We'll see you tomorrow.